All right. Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to Tomboy Official. It's early morning on a Sunday. We're coming up on 8 a.m. in 10 more minutes. So I want to talk a little bit about kind of what I was kind of reflecting on, thinking on about reserving my energy. We'll get back into these money making tips conversation. In another episode, hopefully shortly after I post this one. Today's gonna be hot, so I'm trying to record early. I don't think I'm doing deliveries today. I think I'll save my money. I'm just thinking that way because of the car situation. But yeah, I'm up. It's early. I'm tired. Not not like tired like I really want to go back to sleep kind of tired. Like I did sleep on time last night, thankfully. I took like 10 milligrams of melatonin. I was like, I'm going to bed. So I did my, unwinding routine. Usually around 9, I'm like brushing my teeth. Hopefully that's my last bathroom break or so. And then I'm, getting just kind of ready for night. I kind of try, not always, but I try to switch the content that I'm viewing after I like brush my teeth, wash my face, kind of get ready for bed. Um, I stop watching like movies and all the kind of like excitement type of stuff that I like to watch. Well, I don't really watch too hyped up of stuff, but I was watching 6 Feet Under last night. That's not like the happiest series, but I have it on YouTube, so I think I bought most of the seasons. I don't know if I have them all, but I was just watching that because it was like I've seen it like a million times, and you know, I turned it on, watched it for probably like 3, 4 episodes last night. Um, I was gonna actually get to work doing some other stuff, applications, and signing up for some other things on my to-do list, but I decided, I was busy all most of Friday. I was busy most of Saturday morning, so why not just take the night off? And then today, since it's Sunday, I'm still gonna kind of take my day pretty easy. I wanna I wanna use Sundays more as my content creation day to kind of like decide what content I want to create and kind of batch post or batch uh, record. I think I did that last weekend and it worked pretty good for me. Or maybe it was a different day. Maybe I did that Friday last week. I can't remember what day I did it, but I think I did it one day last week and it worked good. And I wanted to try it again. Maybe it was Monday. I don't know. But I wanted to do it again as far as like podcasting and blogging and stuff. And so I'm probably gonna work on more content today and just stay in. It's gonna be hot, and I don't really think I've had a very restful weekend so far. I made sure to have a restful night last night. I think I've been having, I've been in this like caffeine insomnia cycle. So between the caffeine and the sleep deprivation and just the anxiety from, the caffeine crashes, um, the last couple days I haven't really felt my absolute best. That's why last night I was like, let's take a lot of melatonin early and go to bed early. So, you know, it helped me sleep on time. I strangely woke up around like 1 something, and I was like, oh no, like, am I gonna be up till like 4 in the morning? Like, I wasn't sure, but I got up, went to the bathroom, and then when I laid back down, I put on I have those videos. I was watching Outdoor Boys, the newest video where the guy's in Alaska and he's like hiking around and canoeing around and like fishing and hunting and stuff. And so cooking and has these cabins and there's like a hot springs there and stuff and like so I was watching that. I like it. It's pretty relaxing. Other than the duck calls he was doing, everything else is like you hear like the water rushing and like I mean, his voice isn't the most relaxing, but it's like he's not super hyped up. He's just kind of matter of fact when he talks, so he's easy to listen to. And I just kind of fell back to sleep. I didn't even finish the video, I don't think so. And it's a 30-minute video, and so I was I wasn't up that long, and then went back to sleep. Woke up around 6 something, and so and I think I actually fell asleep around 10 something last night, like around 10 last night. Um, maybe 10:30 at the latest. I woke up feeling good, just a mild headache. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Read some of the messages from a couple friends that sent me kind of later evening messages, later night messages. Texted them back at like 6:30 in the morning, and then pretty much sent out all the messages I'm gonna send today, with the exception of maybe one or two more, and then I'll be free of messaging for a while, and then I'll just be focusing on content. That's what I want to do today. The idea of it made me kind of happy when I woke up this morning. I was like, this is what I want to do. And I really liked talking about those money topics last night. I'm really going to try to find more stuff for people because I think right now that's what people want. That's what people need. They need money. Show us the money. And I know that the things I talked about them before, but there might be people who haven't listened or people who want like a fresh update about it. Um, and then just, the platforms are changing so fast. And so I want to record a lot about the most up to date. Like right now, it's October of 2023. We're already halfway through the month, and it feels like we just started, and we're already halfway through this freaking month. And so it's gonna be November in no time. And we've only got like 2 more weeks left of this month. And so, yeah, I guess what are your plans for the month? Start making those next 2 week plans. Um, I think, so I think for November, I'm trying to plan a little get together to go up to Hollywood, maybe probably WeHo, another get together in December with some locals in my area. I don't really want to do too much more out here. Um, like I might try to do something once a month. I'm still kind of doing that this year, just like once a month, kind of in LA, and then be able to get down to San Diego. I was hoping to get down to San Diego before the end of October, so that's kind of my financial goal. But it's a pretty big expense. Um, but yeah, so I guess on top of that, I wanted to talk about some reflecting I did last night about the decisions I'm making for myself. I feel like I'm kind of on a good track about it. I feel a little better about my decisions after I've gotten a good night's rest. I've noticed that my mind gets really, really negative when I'm sleep deprived, and especially when I'm having caffeine crashes and all that. Um, I don't know if edibles help or hinder that situation. Like I think they help me kind of relax, but I do get a little paranoid. Like I kind of question people's intentions sometimes, I think. But I think it's only when I'm like really exhausted. Like I just don't have energy for other people's nonsense. So it's like edibles will relax me. They'll help me kind of just zone into like watching like, binge watching shows or whatever and just like focusing on that. But as far as like just sitting in my own mind, it's if I'm sleep deprived and just exhausted and stressed out, I don't think it always helps me. I think it kind of depends which rabbit hole my mind decides to go down. It can go down like a pleasant one that's like realistic, or this kind of like fantasy world that's like nothing's real about it and it's enjoyable. Or it can go down this negative path where it's like, I'm just like focused on all the things that are frustrations to me and just kind of got to snap myself out of it. But sometimes it's hard to remember, like, hey, like, this is the weed path, you know, that's taking me down here. It's really, I got to just get myself out of it. So there's that. And so I just roll with it. But it's not pleasant. It's just, I know it's like, I really just got to sleep it off. It just means I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed, sleep through the night, wake up on time. It's just lately I've been waking up in the middle of the night. So last night I was glad that when I woke up it was just like maybe I needed a bathroom break or something. I don't know, but I do need to eat healthier today. Yesterday I kind of ate whatever I wanted because I was so low. I slept like 5 hours last night, or yesterday morning technically. I slept from like 2 to like 7 or something in the morning, Saturday morning. I didn't even sleep Friday night. I was too like wired, and I woke up pretty wired. So I was just like, well, make some plans until noon. And so I did good yesterday with getting up early. I had breakfast. I had two boiled eggs, avocados on toast, or half an avocado on toast. I think that's all I had because I wanted to get going. I cut a peach in half, but I didn't finish eating it yesterday. It's just in the fridge, so I'm gonna eat that this morning with some oats probably. And then for lunch I'll probably have eggs and avocado toast for my lunch. And then dinner, usually my mom on Sundays does some kind of barbecuing or roasting of something. But yeah, yesterday I just ate like crap. I had instant ramen once I got back from the gym, and then I had um for dinner I had something crappy that I can't remember. Oh, I had the last of the pizza from last weekend. We keep them in the freezer, so I was like, okay, I can eat freezer pizza. And then I had with that, I had one of those frozen uh, lasagnas. So that wasn't healthy at all. Like all I ate yesterday, other than the half of the avocado, and the two boiled eggs, everything else I ate was just like carbs. So that's not good, but like whatever. But that contributes to how I feel too. It's basically just gonna break down into sugar, which is gonna turn into fat. Like it's not that nourishing. Like, of course, the bread has like grains and other stuff in it, and ramen. I don't think it has anything helpful. I think I did put an egg in there, put some cayenne pepper, a little of the lemon from the bottle, not lemon like actual real fresh squeezed lemon. It was like from that bottle of lemon juice. I think it was chicken flavored top ramen brand. I like Ichiban the best, but they don't have it everywhere. Um, I've still got strawberries, but they had some mold on them. One of the peaches we got also had mold. So I was telling my mom, because she ordered delivery, I was like, you should ask for a refund because it's not okay for them to be selling you stuff that's moldy. Like, it was moldy by the second day. Like, she ordered it one day, and I looked at it the next day, and it was moldy by then. So it must have been moldy when they picked it up. It's from Smart and Final. Their produce is crappy. I'm not gonna even like protect them. I don't care. It's crappy food. Um, the quality's really bad, and I like fruits and vegetables from either the garden or from Sprouts. I don't really like it from cheap places because the quality is just not good. Now I'll take that back when I say Japanese markets, Korean markets, the Mexican markets out here. even when it's cheap, I feel like it's good. Like there's a market called Zion. There's Nijia's not that cheap, but there's Nijia, there's Mitsuwa, there's I guess now it's called Tokyo Central, but it used to be called Marukai, and yeah, H Mart. Um, then there's some other like little Mexican markets, not in my area, but other areas. There's more Mexican markets and stuff. A lot of times the only difference is that you have to like rinse off the vegetables, but dude, like the prices are good. They usually last longer than stuff from like Smart and Final or Sprouts or Albertsons. I don't even know if Albertsons. I don't think we have Albertsons out here anymore. I think we still have Vons, but all those places, I hate those places. Like their stuff sucks. Like it has no flavor, or it has too much flavor. Like the apples we got are disgusting because they're way too sweet. It's like I took one of them the other day and I cut it in half, and it like instantly turned brown. And you know, the juices were like on. It was on a paper plate. The juices were on the paper plate, and the juices were like brown. And I was like, man. And then I took a bite of it after it had been sitting there for maybe like 20 minutes, and it was so sweet. I was like, I can't even eat this. Like it felt like it was gonna give me some kind of problem with sugar levels. Like I was like, this just feels like eating a spoonful of sugar. Like it was gross. So I'm not gonna eat those apples. I might blend them up or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but they're not. I don't know. Something's wrong with them. I don't. They don't taste like normal apples. They don't have any tartness. It's just sugar. Um, and it's almost more scary to me to eat that kind of stuff. But I do think that, all the like weird irritability I get and like the weird mood stuff, I do think it comes from eating crappy food. Even if it's vegetables and fruits, it still has to be good quality. It can't just be crappy stuff. And I get used to eating like Sprouts and stuff like that. Sprouts, uh, from Sprouts Market, and the food there is usually pretty fresh. And I don't know what it is about these other stores. Like the quality is going way, way down. It has been for a while now. I've noticed that this year, everything's going significantly down in quality. Um, but it's not okay. I mean, if they're selling stuff, they need to look and at least make sure there's no mold. I mean, like, is that too hard to just not sell moldy vegetables and fruits? I mean, like, it's moldy. Like, you can't eat it. At least you shouldn't. I don't think it's even healthy to eat things that were in a container that something was moldy in there. I mean, like, mold can be a serious thing. It's a serious problem. Um, but I don't know. Um, but yeah, I gave myself Saturday to kind of do whatever, and I did eat snacks that night. I ate a little pack of those like Nutter Butters and a little pack of those little Ritz minis, and I mean, again, just carbs, sugar, fat, just fake processed crap. Like none of it was good for me, but it was me who ate it, so I can't really blame anybody else. Um, so I think, yeah, for my breakfast, I'm gonna get those things. Um, breakfast and lunch. Um, but I think for dinner, I'll see. But anyways, yeah, I was thinking about some stuff. I'm like, okay, the year's winding down. It's the time of year where people start sending out invites to stuff. So, I got this invite to this family friends, uh, one of their family members' birthday parties out in Riverside. I don't want to drive to Riverside. I don't know if I have a car that could even get me there after what happened on Friday. I don't really think I should really be driving that far. Um, I've got about 4 weeks to figure it out. I don't know if I want to spend the money on the gas and a gift. I mean, I might send the gift because I have the address for the party. I just, it's not just that. It's, I don't really know if I really want to mingle. I don't really like anymore. I don't really like those, let's catch up with old family friends. Like this kind of like almost reunion style meetup because of one person's family situation. So it's like one person is having a birthday, um, and then all these people are invited. So it's like that means that there's gonna be like three or four other of my uh, you know, childhood friends that I grew up with, and then, you know, the parents and probably like siblings and um of the main people hosting, parents, siblings, all these other extended family members that I probably knew way back in the day. So I know for them it's important and it's like, getting everyone together for this birthday party, but for me it's like, dude, I don't want to I don't know. I mean, I kind of left the whole life behind when I moved from this area. And to me, it's not always worth my energy to like reconnect with people. It's kind of stressful. I don't really like the whole like, what are you doing now? And like, catch me up on your life. It's like, if we don't talk already, I'm probably not gonna bend over backwards to go do something. Like, I just don't have energy for it. I don't want to spend money on things. Um, I'd love to see my friends and hang out with them and make plans with them. I just don't really want to make plans with all their family and extended family, if that makes sense. So I've got a couple local friends that I'd love to grab some smoothies or like go grab an In-N-Out burger and just like chill at the beach or something. Like just I don't know, it's probably cold for the beach for most people now, but like do a bonfire or get together and just like chat, grab coffee even. Um, I don't want to go to some family event with a bunch of people that I used to talk to that I don't really know anymore just to catch up with them. I don't really want to catch up with all these people. There's too many people that I know out in LA. Um, I don't really want to catch up with them. I just have no desire for it. I'll catch up with the people that I actively talk to. If I'm texting you, talking to you, we're in group text together, we're hanging out and stuff, we're communicating online on occasion or whatever. Like if I hear from you, that means I want to hang out with you if we talk. If we don't talk, I don't really want to hang out with my friends' parents or their siblings or their extended aunts, uncles, cousins, meet all these new people. Like it's just and catching up with people who knew me when I was like in third grade, fourth grade, haven't seen them since then. Like I don't know. To me, it's kind of like I gotta reserve my energy for the people that I actually am in contact with. I don't really like to spread myself that thin and just like even if it's one day out of forever, like it's a lot to spend one day with a whole bunch of people. Um, to commit to that is just I'd rather not invite it. You know, I was already conflicted uh for last weekend when my old pastor had his 40th year anniversary of working as a pastor, and I'm like, cool, good for him, you know, but I don't really want to, have to feel obligated to these people. I still consider them, people I grew up with, but it's like I don't mind. I'll send a gift or whatever. I mean, it's a baby. Like I'm sending a gift to a baby, and it's like I understand that people want other friends and family to be a part of this child's life, and I understand the importance of that, but it's like I don't want to do it in that way. I mean, we live 10 minutes from each other. If we're going to hang out, we should hang out locally when it's convenient. I don't want to hang out with a whole bunch of people like that. Like, I'm not even going to get to catch up with the with the main friends I want to catch up with. Not really. Like you can't like seriously catch up in a party of like 60 people. Like I'm not going to sit and like try to talk to them that way. Like it's just it doesn't make sense. Like I kind of like smaller intimate relationships with people. I don't really like to spread to this whole like, you know, extended you know, environment of people that I once was in touch with. Like it was easier before, way back in the day, because we all went to church together. So it's like we all saw each other every Saturday, or we could go to different churches because we were going to churches on Saturdays anyways. So we could just go to meet at someone else's church. But I don't know. I don't know. Um I mean it's not just that, but it's like there's a lot of stuff attached to it. It's like I find myself questioning, you know, okay, when people just invite me to be like a number um to their party, you know, that's kind of like, you know, not really what I want to do, you know. And I know to them it's important, but to me it's not. If I'm honest, it's a burden. Um I used to like that kind of stuff a lot. I just don't anymore. Um it's just I don't find the quality of that kind of interaction to be that fun. Um, it's kind of superficial. Like it's like you're being there for them, for the family, but it's like also it's like, what are we doing here? We're having a party for a baby. And they'll have videos and pictures, so there's memories there. So part of me wants to join, another part of me doesn't want to drive all the way to Riverside, or be a part of some whole thing. Um, but I'll see if I actually do it. To me, it's a little bit like a conflicting kind of thing because it's like, after a while of not showing up to stuff, people think that you don't want to see them. And it's not that I don't want to see them, it's just I don't want to see them while I have to see everybody else. I don't want to see all those other people. Like, why would I want to update every person that I never talk to anymore? Like, why would I need to update all those people about my life? Like, you know, if you want an update, just come and listen to the podcast, Like I don't think, I don't think I really want to invite that because it's not like we're gonna get back in touch or like they're gonna start calling and we're gonna start hanging out. There's already people that I'm having a hard time making plans with. There's a friend up in like La Cañada area, another friend out in Hollywood area. I've been wanting to hang out with them for a really long time. I'd rather make plans with them than make plans with this other family event. Like I can't do all of it all the time. I've got to like be strategic about where I go. Um, because it costs so much money. It's like it's gone down a little, so gas isn't over $6 in my area lately. You can find gas for five something, but it's still super expensive, and it's gonna go up with the holidays coming. It's not even Halloween yet. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. It's not even Christmas yet. It's not even Hanukkah yet. It's not New Year's Eve yet. The prices are gonna go up during all those times. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking at the negative side of it, but it just doesn't sound appealing to me. It's like one more thing to have to do. I do want to see some of those people. I just don't want to see them in that setting. I do want to support, the baby. I just don't want to do like a whole, okay, catch up with the parents and catch up with the grandparents and catch up with the aunts and uncles and catch up with the distant cousins and all these other people and like talk about all this stuff that I really just don't want to talk about. Like I'd rather just not do it, but I don't know. I don't think people really can understand that or appreciate that. Sometimes it's like it's hard to tell. Like I'm not trying to hurt people's feelings, but it's hard to really want to be around certain people. It's not like they ever did anything wrong to me, But I really just don't like catching up like that. Like I feel like if people really want to catch up, they're gonna contact you and we'll catch up, you know, or they'll say that they want to hang out. Like if I never see them or hear from them, it's been like 2 years or something, and all they do is just like invite me to like a family thing where it's like I live like right there. Like I could bike, we could bike to each other's houses. It's like, and we still don't see each other. So it's like I don't think that they really want to hang out with me. I think they want me to add like be an added number to their like party. That's kind of how it feels because they kind of only invite me to like those kind of functions, but I'm just not interested in those functions, man. Um, because it's just a burden. Like I don't like doing that kind of stuff. Like catching up with people I haven't seen for like 10, 20 years. Like it's just not my style anymore. It used to be something that I used to value, but I don't know. Sometimes it's like you gotta, you know, put yourself in the other person's shoes and like how are they thinking of it? What's the impression I'm leaving if I don't go? Um, because I don't want to give the impression that I don't want to hang out with them or whatever, but it's like sometimes when people are like involved in like big extended families, I just want to see them. I don't want to see their whole extended family, you know? Like I want to hang out with you. I don't want to hang out with like your 80 cousins or whatever. Like, um, unless it can be like a quick thing, but it's like that's almost more rude. It's like, why am I gonna drive out there to grab some cake for 30 minutes and then drive all the way back, you know? Like, I don't really like it, but I'll see. I might feel differently about it later, but I'm really trying to do what I can to kind of protect my energy because it's really just not good. Um, it's really just not good to have to, you know, um, wait around to kind of meet with people when we live right next to each other. Like, it shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be that hard to make plans. Um, but whatever. It is what it is. Um, so I'm gonna start getting into my next recordings about financial stuff. Gotta start making my breakfast a little bit. And then, um, yeah, that's kind of all I'm gonna get up to for today. But that's kind of what's on my mind. Just kind of trying to consider, how much is it worth for me to like reconnect with a bunch of like extended people that I once knew. Even it's just one day. It's not like it's like a whole week event. It's one day. Drive in, drive back. Um, but it's kind of like I've moved on. I've moved on from those people in a lot of ways, just because they don't make the effort to stay in touch. And I know that a lot of people don't want to stay in touch, and they would rather just wait until um until there's some event or something. Um, but I know it's probably more convenient for them to wait till they can see people. I mean, if you're a new parent, you don't have time and energy to be like seeing your friends like individually, but it was before that too. It wasn't when there was a baby. It's like this has been going on for years this way. Like I haven't been in touch with these people for years, not too well. And so, I don't know. I'll see. Um I don't want to join. It doesn't sound like a preference I have, but I don't know. I'll see. 'Cause if I have some other local friends going, it might be more fun to just go and do stuff with them. And just hang out with them, maybe carpool with them or something. I don't really know. But I literally don't have a car that can even really get me there, so. And then I don't want to be like stuck there. Um, you know what I mean? Um, so Yeah. But that's about all for now. Let me get my breakfast made and eaten before it starts getting way too late for the day.